Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Witch Doctor!
Dire team pick.
Ogre Magi!
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
puck.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota Pit League Season 2 group stages.
5
It's Hellraisers
seconds
versus
remaining.
Virtus Pro Polar here in game number 2, our last game of the day. We've had a great
Reserve
series so
time.
far, a couple of great series, in fact. All CIS Dota all the time for today's matches, of course. My name is
Radiant
Mott, with me is
team ban.
F4L here on twitch.tv/DotaPit. I'm a little sick, luckily F4L is not. How the hell are you, man?
Dire
Doing good.
team ban.
Excited for game 2. I think we'll see a bit better performance from Hellraisers in this game.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I saw Hellraisers play with this new roster, they actually played pretty well. I believe it was against 4 anchors the last time I
10
saw them.
seconds
So
remaining.
They're not a bad team, honestly. Artez knows how to farm,
5
but
seconds
I like him
remaining.
playing Slark, which you can see they banned out immediately. So I think that's a really good decision. And Hellraisers decided to go for the Ogre
Dire
Magi Witch
team
Doctor
pick.
dual support combo. And the Tanky Man and the Voodoo Restoration dude, so...
kind of interesting that they choose to pick these first. I really agree. I agree with the Ogre Magi pick very early, but the Witch Doctor usually not picked so early. Usually you wait until you have something to combo with, albeit something like a Void, or use it as a counter against the Void
10
even.
seconds remaining.
But the Void's still available, not banned out, so maybe
5
they're gonna go with that
seconds
route,
remaining.
or they might even have something else planned that I'm not aware of. Maybe some
Reserve
sort
time.
of push strat with the Witch Doctor heal.
10 seconds remaining.
I speak
They could
for
go
the
for it. Well,
trees.
all right. There it
Radiant
is.
team
Nature's
pick.
Prophet picked up. I mean, I barely got to say 2 words, but you're right. At least with the Nature's Prophet. I wouldn't mind seeing something like a DK also
Earthshaker.
to add to that strategy. Virtus Pro Polar go for the Earthshaker
Dire
though,
team
and they have some good cores of their own right. The one problem I have with picking up a DK is that I don't know if he's that great against a Razor. He'll lose a lot of his base damage, and he'll get harassed pretty easily out of lane, if that is going to be a mid-Razor versus like a DK, but we still have yet to see that pick.
I don't think you pick DK this game. Usually you pick DK into like Voids and Dooms because the hero is just so tanky that you can just push
Right.
into these heroes, and
Right.
you don't really care very much if they
10
doom you or
seconds
chrono you
remaining.
because you just have a lot of base HP and extremely high armor.
5 seconds remaining.
But against the Razor, probably not the best choice. Now, I like Virtus Pro Polar's choice to pick up the
Radiant team
Earthshaker.
pick.
Treants no longer having that additional magic resistance, so with the Fissure along
Dire
with the
team
Illusory
ban.
Orb should be able to clear out all the Treants, sort of limiting the pushing power that Hellraisers are obviously trying to bring to the table this game as they pick up the Death Prophet after the Nature's Prophet.
I gotta
10
say, man,
seconds
DK Phobos
remaining.
has had a couple of really good months here. He played extraordinarily well in the
seconds
Summit when they were in the playoffs. He played a fantastic game last game, I think, on the puck, and he'll do
Reserve
so
time.
probably again this game. They might send it mid,
5
and they
seconds
might have someone else
remaining.
play it. We'll see. Mag had a really good game on Brewmaster, which they banned first, so they realized how highly that... okay, Hellraisers don't ban a
Radiant
hero
team
again,
ban.
so... All right, guys. I guess you just don't want to have to ban
Mhm.
something Virtus Pro Polars, the good old Zenith strategy, as people call it. But I guess that's fine.
I bet they just ran out of time.
I'm sure that's. I mean, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, man. Come on.
Because they
10
only had,
seconds remaining.
I think they only had like 5 seconds of reserve time.
Yeah, it was really
5
short amount of
seconds
time.
remaining.
What happens
Regardless.
when you run out of time? I
Reserve
think you
time.
ran them, right? If you run out of time,
Yeah, you
reserve
ran
time.
them.
That's.
But yeah, I mean, if you're in a tournament and you're playing and you random, you probably just tell them that you went to pick something and you lagged or something. I'm not gonna lie.
and then the
Dire
tournament
team
organizers are gonna be like, okay.
Uh,
Most tournament organizers will give you the benefit of the doubt,
They
but
would.
some will not.
I
I
would
know some tournament
say,
organizers
I
that
mean, to be completely fair, I think admins are way too lenient in tournaments. Like, at least that I've played in, and that I've witnessed things that I'm like, come on. Like, it's like they're like almost scared to punish players because they know the
10
backlash they're going to get on
seconds
Reddit
remaining.
and, social media.
Well, yeah,
5
the thing
seconds
is,
remaining.
like... But then there's the opposite if you don't punish
Radiant
players, like the
team
whole remake thing with Sigma back in the day with Fata. Was a
Yeah.
debacle, and actually was one of the reasons why that cost the admin his job. But we're not going to get into that discussion. That's tabled for another time. I do agree with you, though. I do agree that admins sometimes are too lenient, especially in these tournaments. But, that's neither here nor there. I'm a caster. I don't have to deal with that stuff. I talk about the game.
Well,
10
You're a player, so I
seconds
guess it's a bit
remaining.
different, but, Morphling picked up for Hellraisers.
5 seconds
The hard farmer
remaining.
is going to be there for Artez. And I like this hero. I feel like it kind of fits his mold. He can farm a lot, but he can also be
Reserve
aggressive
time.
if need be with waveform and some early kills coming out. So we'll have
Kind
to
of-
see how this plays out.
kind of an interesting choice to pick the Morphling, because it sort of looked like they were gearing up towards a push strat with Nature's Prophet, Death Prophet, and Witch Doctor heal. But, they go for this Morphling pick. It's going to give them a lot of split push, a lot of kill potential, in the laning phase, because Morphling does a lot of damage if you can combo, get the stuns from the Ogre and the Witch Doctor along with the waveform and the right clicks from Morphling. But not really the greatest pushing power in the early game, so maybe they're going to try to do a 4+1 split push where they have the Morphling off doing his own thing, and then 4 other heroes trying to take down towers and create space for the Morphling.
Yeah. I mean, they have a good lineup to team fight around the Morphling and have him get farm. Eventually, he can get involved, too. That's the scary thing. Virtus Pro Polar, they have a lot of team fight. So it kind of comes down to... Well, at this point in time, who do you think has the better team fight? I mean, you really can't count out a Death Prophet with Exorcism, so...
Better
10
team fight.
seconds remaining.
I mean, it's hard to say. Now I would say Virtus Pro Polar.
as soon as the Jakiro comes out, yep.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd agree.
Hellraisers